Hey everybody, it's 9 o'clock and 9 o'clock is with me, Father Warner. We are in Tuesday of the 7th week of Easter and our text today is taken from John chapter 17, verse 1 to 11. I've entitled today's teaching, The Ultimate Eavesdrop. So let's read the text first. After Jesus had spoken these words, he looked up to heaven and said, Father, the hour has come. Glorify your Son, so that the Son may glorify you, since you have given him authority over all people, to give eternal life to all whom you have given him. And this is eternal life, that they may know you, the one true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. I glorified you on earth by finishing the work that you gave to me. So now, Father, glorify me in your own presence with the glory that I had in your presence before the world existed. I have made known your name to those whom you gave me from the world. They were yours, and you gave them to me, and they have kept your word. Now they will know that everything you have given me is from you, for the words that you gave to me, I have given to them, and they have received them and know in truth that I came from you, and they have believed that you sent me. I am asking you on their behalf. I am not asking on behalf of the world, but on behalf of those whom you gave me, because they are yours. All mine are yours, and yours are mine, and I have been glorified in them. And now I am no longer in the world, but they are in the world, and I am coming to you. Holy Father, protect them in your name that you have given me, so that we may be one, so that they may be one as we are one. Now, my dear friends, chapter 17 gives us a chance to overhear an intimate conversation between Jesus and his Father. In fact, when you think about it, talk about the ultimate eavesdrop. It's rather stunning to realize that we are privy here to a conversation between two members of the Divine Trinity. In this text, you and I are standing on holy ground as we listen to the prayer of Jesus. It really is nothing short of astonishing to imagine this passage as a model for prayer. Remember, in the Gospel of John, there is no teach us how to pray followed by the Lord's Prayer. This is the Lord's Prayer according to St. John. For the next 3 days, we will hear Jesus pray for his disciples in chapter 17. He is talking to his Father. The lectionary will then take us to the days just before Pentecost in chapter 21. It will talk about Jesus' encounter with the disciples on the Lake of Galilee, and where he will speak to Peter and ask him, do you love me? But for now, several themes run through this text in chapter 17. Jesus speaks of the hour that is not coming, but the hour that has come. Jesus asks the Father that the Father may glorify him with the glory that he had before the world existed, when Jesus was in the presence of God. Remember that in the Gospel of John, Jesus is introduced as the Word who was with God and was God, John chapter 1, verse 1. Now, Jesus also touches in chapter 17 on the theme of eternal life that gives us the knowledge of God as He who is one and true, and in His Son Jesus Christ. He speaks of His proclamation to those from the world that were entrusted by God to Jesus, and that this knowledge has fully and faithfully been transmitted. Jesus came to the world, but not all accepted him, because many chose to be subjects of the ruler of this world, that is Satan. You and I, as believers, also have to face a hostile world. But the good news of this prayer is that we don't have to face it alone. We got no less than the sovereign God of this universe on our side. One thing, my dear friends, that should strike you is that Jesus is making this prayer out aloud in the presence of his disciples. They can hear his prayer that he is making for them. It must have been so remarkable to have the Lord pray for them even in this hour of his suffering. That thought itself is so consoling. The Lord prays with us and for us, and he prays to the Father, commending us to the loving care of God. He says, as he says today, Holy Father, protect them in your name. Protect them in your name that you have given me. Jesus is praying for you and me. He's praying for me. He's praying for us, asking the Father to protect us. Elsewhere in the Gospels, Jesus says that not even a leaf falls without the Father knowing, and that all the hair on our head are counted. Jesus speaks from the depths of his heart. He tells us of the Father's love for him and his love for his Father, and the Father's love for all of us. The Father's love continues to be with him right to the end, even to the cross, to the point of giving his all, his very life. Today, I want to pray in a very special way for two of our parishioners here at St. Stephen's, Liza and Ajoy, who celebrate their wedding anniversary. And for all of you, I recommend that you read chapter 17 and read it slowly. It's a bit tough, but you're going to hear over the next 2 days the most beautiful prayer that Jesus made. And a prayer of, as we will see tomorrow, a prayer of protection, a prayer guarding us, and a prayer for our sanctification. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody, at 9 o'clock. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment. God bless you, and I'll see you again at 9 o'clock tomorrow.